Hello, friends, and you are our friends. Still in an intro from Boyd Pierce. I'm Joshua Hadley, and I'm joined by the man in the hour, the man with the power to see the hour, the one spent the man regret. Darling, you don't know what's coming yet.
Hello, I'm Justin. He's Josh. Hi, hello.
Justin Belanger.
Yeah.
What does Belanger mean anyway?
Um. So right. It's when you answer your bell.
Oh
You
man,
know. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. You never knew about that.
Well,
What
that's
is?
what I was asking you. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
What does Hadley mean?
Um. Oh, it means I'm related to the people from Buckland.
Buckland. Where's that at?
It's south of here. And it sounds like I'm just making it up, but it's next to Darien.
Hmm. Let's see. What does Belanger mean? So it's French, obviously. Belanger.
Alonso.
One who came from beautiful anger. Anger was a place, apparently.
Oh yeah,
Anger.
the state of anger.
Yeah. So I'm apparently beautifully angry. So
Well,
that's yeah,
man. Uh,
yeah.
so I guess we gotta talk about Donald Trump.
Oh, again? What do you do this time?
Well, I think the first time we talked about this, there wasn't much news out. Like it just sort of happened.
Mm.
Um, just so since last time we recorded, the news is that the FBI took like boxes of documents from his house. So before we thought it was a raid, but the FBI got a search warrant. They let the Trump family know what was happening and waited till they were gone to do it. They did everything to accommodate this guy, and Trump's acting like this is some big outrage.
Hmm.
And
Does sound like Trump.
I think before we didn't hit like is this the rumor as far as I know, but there is a possibility that there's information about either our nuclear capabilities or other countries' nuclear capabilities in those documents.
Yeah. Which he was apparently just casually sharing with Kid Rock.
Well, that's what you do with stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, just imagine, right? Like Kid Rock, it, Kid Rock's own maturity is what led to him not having access to that. Because that dude was like, I don't know, man. I don't think you should be showing me this. Kid Rock, of all people, was mature enough to be like, nah, come on, dude, no.
Wow. I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Man, do you remember that time Kid Rock was at WrestleMania?
Wait. When was that?
I think that was like he sung the Divas to the Battle Royale, and I think that was the one Santino Marella one.
Uh, hmm. Yeah, I remember him being at the recent pay per view where he fucking tongued down a like 500-pound woman on TV.
Well,
Well,
there's
on pay per
nothing
view.
wrong with that.
Or there's nothing wrong with him and a plus sized woman being together. There is something wrong with the level of tonguing down that was happening on a show, on a wrestling show. Like that was not just some fucking little nice romantic kiss. No, that was much. That was a bit much.
Do you remember when Edge and Lita had like that live sex celebration in the middle of the ring?
Yeah, it was more than that.
Yeah, I imagine. Uh,
Yeah,
um. So when's Kid Rock gonna run for Senate?
probably soon, knowing the fucking how this world's going.
So I think we should talk about this before. I think everyone looking at the polls assumed the Republicans were gonna take Congress for sure this election season. I mean, that's how it's been for the last like decade or maybe dec 2 decades now, where one party gets the White House and the other party gets Congress.
Yeah.
I don't know why it happens. Maybe it's just people either get tired of the president. That's probably what it is.
Mm.
Or if they like the contrast. I have no idea.
Mm.
But, well, Republicans are. It still looks like they're gonna definitely take the House, but it looks like they're not gonna win the Senate.
Mm.
And and a big factor in this, or I think it's gonna be a big factor, is the Republicans are pulling $10 million in ad spending for Pennsylvania and some other races, like you know, Dr. Oz is behind John Fetterman in Pennsylvania. Um, is it Georgia? Yeah, I think it's Georgia where Herschel Walker is like close to the margin of error, but he's behind.
Herschel Walker is the most Georgian name possible.
Have
Like
you
if I
seen
think of people from Georgia, that's the name that would pop up.
Have you seen anything he's been saying?
No, no, I don't
No,
really know who he is.
he's a football player. He's done some MMA matches. The guy talks like he has brain damage. Like,
I mean, if he was a football player and done MMA, he probably does have brain damage.
yeah, and the things he says, I honestly don't think he should be running at all.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, he made up a story about being recruited by the FBI. He and in the same story, he claimed that he was gonna assassinate someone, but then they said something about Jesus, and he decided not to.
Okay. Yeah, that's questionable.
And he's not doing in debates, and it's probably best
Mm.
for him. I don't think he'd
Yeah,
win at all.
probably not. Yeah.
And I just learned this last night. I'm surprised Marco Rubio's behind in his race.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have no idea why. It could be just all this nonsense the Republicans are pulling with the abortion stuff, and now this,
Yeah.
this thing that's happened with Trump. Some Republicans are saying this is terrible, but a lot of people are jumping to Trump's defense for whatever reason.
Because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
They're not all
it's
Marjorie Taylor Greene, but they're still pretty stupid.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I think this is gonna hurt them more, like as long as they clutch on to it. I mean, it will hurt them a little bit in the short term to turn against Trump, but ultimately, like, no matter what happens, I think they're gonna have to lose the base because, the Trump base, because, you know, God, I'm like, anything you say against Trump is like you're a terrible person. Like, there's probably people like that for Joe Biden, but I don't think it's most of the of his electric. I think with the
Mm.
Trump people, it might be like a third or a quarter of people act
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
I have a Truth Social account. I've talked about this before. I was in a debate with I wasn't even really in a debate with someone. They were posting some transphobic stuff, and I said, "Well, okay, can you tell me why you believe what you believe?"
Tell
I
me
think,
why.
yeah, tell me why. And he couldn't say anything. He said, "Why should I have to make an argument? Like it's like saying water is wet." And
Mm.
Vosh made a point in one of his recent streams where he said you can't really clown on people like that because to clown on someone they have to be in on it. If they're just a straight up Nazi, there's no point really, because I mean we could make fun of them, but it's not going to be a debate.
Mm.
And honestly, uh, I just thought of this. I'm reminded of it. I'm really tired of what transphobic people have been saying about just their rhetoric, like the way they talk. You would think that kids are being sent to hospitals to have their genitals cut off, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that is not happening, actually. Fun
Yeah,
fact.
and for people, I do talk to people who are a lot more serious and will have an actual debate on this. I'm, when it comes to puberty blockers, it doesn't sound like a good idea to me, but I'm not a medical expert at all, and if it is just doctors wanting to make money off people, well, off children, like grown adults should be allowed to do whatever they want as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. The ridiculous guy on True Social say no one should do this, like we can't have freedom, like a fake, like that guy's such a. Going back to that guy really quickly, really fake liberal. He'd post like pictures, saying liberals for Trump, little sign, whatever. But enough about him.
Liberals for Trump.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's
Yeah,
one of them there
what?
oxymorons.
I mean, what a liberal! He doesn't even believe in liberty.
Nah.
You can't do that. You can't do this. Can't do that. Like,
there's absolutely someone who pretends to be a liberal to try to make people think that like liberals enjoy Trump.
the thing is, like, he could probably he might even think he's a liberal, but I think, well, of course, to be labeled that, I think you should sort of fit the shoe of the label, the ideology.
Mm.
Anyway, like, I'm not a medical expert, so to me, giving kids puberty blockers doesn't sound like a good idea. But like, I'll say it for a third time: I'm not a medical expert at all. So,
fun fact for those watching, for those listening, Moose is not a medical expert. You should know.
Yeah. Puberty blockers for children doesn't sound like a good idea to me, but I don't really know anything.
Yeah. And I know even less than Moose.
I don't know. I think you've been studying up
on puberty blockers.
Yeah.
True. I have a test coming up. That's gonna be the main subject.
Have you run into any of this? You got any comments?
No, I haven't really. I mean, I don't really debate people too often. Okay, that was a loud fucking buzz from my phone, just to tell me that a new episode of an anime is out. Yeah, I don't really like debate people politically online. I don't really. Usually, if I see something, it'll be like on Twitter, and I'll just like quote retweet it and laugh at it or something. So that's usually the extent of my political interactions online.
Mm-hmm. Before we get to the a little bit of international stuff, have you been enjoying the Dark Brandon memes?
I don't. I've seen maybe one or two of them, which might have been you retweeting them on Twitter that I saw.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Yeah, and I did enjoy those.
Joe Biden is funny. Like, well, maybe not like he's not intentionally funny, but
yeah.
It's
it makes a good meme. Like the one when when Trump first got elected, and there was the memes of like Joe Biden sabotaging the White House.
Yeah. I think that's enough for national stuff. We'll bring up Ukraine. Apparently, I was listening to NPR, and the United Nations is asking Ukrainian soldiers and Russian soldiers to back off from a nuclear plant. I guess they're worried about a meltdown, which is, it's just what those people need.
Yeah. Gotta have a meltdown, nuclear.
Maybe we can finally have some superheroes that'll get the mutant powers.
Yeah. I'll probably get like all the bad ones, but they might get some.
Was it Meg on Family Guy where what happened to her?
She could grow her fingernails in and out.
That's right. Anyway, I don't know if they're gonna pull out. It seems like Russia just wants to commit war crime after war crime to basically make Ukraine submit to annexation.
Mm. When is Putin gonna have like a one-on-one death match against the bear?
He's probably gonna be dead. He's probably gonna die in 2 years.
Is he gonna
I,
die facing a bear in a battle to the death?
nah, probably not.
Oh, that would make some fucking big money selling that as a pay-per-view. That
Oh
makes a
yeah,
big put a fucking like Logan Paul fight on the card. It'd be some good stuff.
it's been a long time since we've seen a wrestling bear.
True, true. Too long.
Too long.
Where's Bear Brunson though?
True, true. Um, is that everything with politics?
Well, I only knew about one thing we were going to be talking about today, and it was not a political thing. Although I guess
Well,
backstage politics could be considered.
oh, true. Before we get into anything else, let's do some updates. I finally got some updates.
Okay, channel update time, and Moose has some stuff.
So I started. I got a. What's the phrase? Like
Cocaine addiction.
cocaine addiction. Like a bug bit me, and I decided to start doing YouTube videos. I'm playing various chess engines. I beat the Atari 2600 for the first video. The second
Yeah.
video didn't make it because I had my microphone on mute. I mean, you can see the game, but I'm never uploading that.
Yeah.
The one I did after that, I played a game on my computer where it's called Chess Level 100. There's 100 different levels to beat. And last night, I'll be uploading this today. I played Kimono, a former
Ooh.
world champion, and I got crushed.
Got crushed, dog.
Well,
Oh,
maybe
I
not.
did.
Maybe not crushed.
I did
but, yeah.
watch I watched the first one. I had no clue what was going on, but I watched it, and yeah, he's for those into chess. There you go. Moose is doing the deal on the YouTube now. What's the YouTube channel called?
It's under my name, Josh Hadley.
Yeah, just Josh Hadley. Just look up Josh Hadley chess. You'll find it. It'll be there.
Yeah, and you made your big return.
Yes, the Gopher and Tuck are officially back on YouTube. More than just the podcast going up. We are back. We returned this past week,
On the
and
16th.
yes,
So there's a
and
couple
we
videos
have
up now.
yeah, we have Stray is working its way through. Guardians of the Galaxy is going up. And one thing I want to mention, videos are going to be longer for a little while here because I'm trying to get a whole bunch of shit out in time for Halloween. So like videos are going to be like 25, 30 minutes a piece for the time being. We started recording Kingdom Hearts 2. That'll start getting uploaded once Stray is done. There's going to be a one-off real quick. Like, Stray is going to be 10 episodes. It is 10 episodes. So after the final episode goes up, the day after that, there's going to be a one-off of Brandon and I taking each other on in FIFA, which I fucking suck at. So there's that. And then the day after that, Kingdom Hearts 2 will start getting uploaded. And that'll be it until October. Kingdom Hearts 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy. And then in October, getting the Halloween stuff, and then doing all that good old action. Yeah, we're back on YouTube, and the 3,000th video special coming up soon. That, let me check one more time here, will be on. Here's schedule here. August 24th, this upcoming Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern.
And that's a special edition of the Tucker Variety Hour, right?
Yes, special edition of the Tucker Variety Hour featuring myself. I've been in 2 Tucker Variety Hours so far. The first was the April Fool's Day one, where it was me instead of Tuck. And then we did the live Tucker Variety Hour on Twitch, which was to celebrate Brandon's 30th birthday. So I was involved in those 2, but this is going to be the first time that it's like a properly edited version with both me and Brandon. And we already recorded that. I still have to edit it, but it is going to be about video game commercials, because it's, the Tucker Variety Hour's main shtick is commercials, and the channel's main shtick, video games. So you combine the two. There's two compilations we look at. One is chosen by me as a Nintendo compilation, and then the one Brandon chose was a PlayStation compilation. So we looked through all of that. One of them is a really fucking long commercial. It's like 8 fucking minutes for Nintendo, and it had Nathan Fillion for some reason. It was a weird time. But, so that'll be going up on Wednesday. And then we have, and we have potentially 2 more Tucker Variety Hours coming this year. There's likely going to be a Halloween special, which will be the first ever Tucker Variety Hour Halloween special.
Will Gary Busey be in it?
The plan, I believe, is for him to find whatever is the worst received Disney Channel original Halloween movie.
Oh man!
So it'll be about that, and then there's no real specific plans for this, but there is the potential idea of a new Christmas, a Christmas Tucker Variety Hour, which he did once before. He did last year. And if that ends up being the case, it'll be going up on the Thursday before Christmas this year, just like the one did last year. And that is 1 day short of a year after last year's Christmas special, which would mean that throughout the course of 1 full year, there would have been, let me try to get these numbers here. There's the Christmas one,
April Fools,
the live one, this one coming up.
Busey.
7 Tucker Variety Hours within the span of 1 year.
I don't even remember the name of the film. I just remember Gary Busey was in it.
It was the Ginger Dead Man.
That's it.
The Ginger Dead Man. So that'll be happening. All of that action, and another little update. Something I don't know when exactly this will come to fruition. I'm thinking it'll be after Christmas. It'll start the day after Christmas, but we'll be getting new after by that point 4 years of Gopher and Tuck, new intro and outro.
Oh man,
we're finally retiring the old one. Brandon's gonna be making a new song for the intro, a new song for the outro, and that should be debuting December 26th, right after Christmas.
That's exciting.
Yes. And he has a new album that he wants to start working on a new album as well.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, he just announced that, so he's hoping to get a new album released next year. And as far as YouTube goes, I think that's about it.
Let's before we get into the games and the questions, let's talk. Let's talk being content creators for a minute here, just a minute.
All right. Well, I was gonna bring up the Twitch stuff as well.
Oh, bring it up.
Okay. We finally streamed. What's it called? Multiverses again. That kept getting canceled because of various reasons, but we finally streamed that again.
Was it ISIS?
And yes, ISIS. And this week, right? Mm-hmm. There'll be the Elden Ring stream with Jeff on Tuesday, as per usual. Thursday and Sunday will be streaming as well. Not this upcoming Sunday, but the Sunday after that. And I don't know which one we're going to do on which day, but the plans for those 2 days are going to be Monopoly Madness, which I'm still not sure what that is. I know it's Monopoly, but it's like some weird, different type of Monopoly. And Wheel of Fortune. You get to
play as Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. So that and Wheel of Fortune. We'll finally be doing a Wheel of Fortune dealio. And excuse me, I don't know if I mentioned this or not before on the podcast, but I would like to do some Halloween based streams this year in October, instead of just having all the Halloween stuff on YouTube. So there'll be some potential. We might do a Dead by Daylight stream or two, maybe a couple of those in October. Oh, man. And then some other horror based streams. So now, what did you want to talk about?
Being content creators, I see the first even this upcoming video that's been uploaded today, I had some problems. I made some mistakes. Like, well, one of the videos I had my freaking microphone cut off, and looking at the videos, they're not high quality. I figure not many people are watching, and I think you can follow the game without having it be high resolution. So I've been recording at 720,
Mm.
um, and yeah, I've been having audio problems. The second video that's uploaded, what I did was I was playing the chess level 100, and I didn't even think, and I did it again, but I'll explain. I
Mm.
the game had loud music, so I just turned the audio down on my computer's audio down without doing it on the software. So of course when I watched the video back, like the music's so freaking loud, and it's louder than my voice. And then the second video, I pulled the same thing where I actually record the video twice. Where if you guys could see it, I have the game I'm playing against the computer on the right side of the screen, and on the left side of the screen is Arena with all the chess engines judging. I'll say the moves,
Mm.
and yeah, with the video that's being uploaded today, I should have put the volume all the way up on the software and just put it down on my computer when I was re-recording the video, but I didn't. So in that video, I'm quiet, while the intro's,
Mm.
you know, normal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a learning process. I
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
one of the videos I'm not gonna upload, but I felt like I should even if they're not perfect, I'm happy to upload those videos and say, I'm starting here, and I'm gonna continue to get better and better at this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there have been plenty of videos that I've had to scrap entirely because I didn't have the audio correct. Before this was before I started recording the audio separately from like the game and from my microphone. I would originally just record all the audio like in all together. So I couldn't adjust the microphone audio and the game audio separately. So back then, like there have been plenty of times. Remember Donkey Kong Country Returns? I think that's the Wii one. I recorded that after I'd like just gotten Elgato for the first time, and it was recorded like with my microphone audio and all that together. I recorded like 2 hours of that, and then realized it was pretty much unusable because you couldn't
Yeah.
hear me at all over the fucking game volume. So there's definitely been stuff like that I've dealt with in the past and had to figure out like how to work around that, and eventually I started recording my audio separately. And there's other things, other shit that I've had issues with that I had to learn and improve.
I think the biggest disappointment is we never did to get the video. Like, I don't remember what happened of us doing the arm wrestling match, and what was the name of the game?
A way out, a way
Way Out.
out. It
That's it.
was the whole episode, the whole like 10-minute episode was just an arm wrestling match. So what happened with that one? That was an issue of me accidentally deleting the video after I had edited it. Like I already fully edited it. I was ready to upload it. I think I deleted it by accident while it was uploading, and so that's what ended up like it yeah.
I
So
think what happened was like you fell asleep at the computer, and then Abdel snuck in, and like, oh,
it's possible.
you can't have this.
Yeah,
Deleted it.
it is possible. I tried like fucking seeing if there was any programs I could use to recover it and all that, and yeah, it didn't work out too well. So we unfortunately nobody will ever get to see that. But it was a full 10 minutes of us just mashing buttons to try to fucking
I think it was just the A
Moose
button.
won. Yeah, it was just the A button. Moose won because eventually I was just like, I gotta tap out here. But yeah, he started barking at some point or like growling.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were like growling. Yeah, it was a time. But the rest of that series is up on the old YouTube. So that was Moose's first time on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he came to visit back in 2018, and we had Moose Week, and we did a couple one-offs. There was a Street Fighter game we played, Mario Kart, I think.
Yeah.
We did Mario Kart,
And
and I think there were
Tetris.
2 others. Tetris. Yeah, the Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Yeah.
And I think there was one more, but oh yeah, we did Octodad. We
Yeah.
did like the extra stuff that I hadn't originally done when I played Octodad.
That was an amazing time where we controlled the
Yeah,
different tentacles.
yeah, yeah. He controlled 2 tentacles. I controlled the other 2. And so yeah, that was yeah, Moose Week. Even had you were even you technically that was your podcast debut on the channel because you appeared in the
Yeah, it was on
Cracking the Cold
Cracking the
One
Cold One.
podcast. Yeah.
What we
And
need is like
maybe
Shenmue 4 should have like Octodad's controls.
that would somehow be an improvement. Fucking Octodad was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be, but it was actually fun. There was nothing fun about Shenmue.
Oh, you didn't like the wood chopping simulator?
Not at all, no. But when Moose is finally here in Texas, maybe we'll get some more Gopher and Moose playing video games on the channel. We'll get some more of that action happening. There's a fucking game that I wanted to play with Brandon, like a year or 2 ago that I actually bought for both me and Brandon, but I bought it on my PlayStation. I ended up finding out there's no fucking online multiplayer, even though it said when I had because it was a pre-order. When I pre-ordered it, it said it was gonna have online multiplayer.
Huh.
It did not. It was only local. So yeah, so that ended up being nothing. But when you're here, yeah, we could play that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's time for our game, Bluffing Gopher.
Yeah, Bluffing Gopher. I gotta guess which headline is the fake one.
Yes, there's 3 headlines.
Last week I got it right because I believe it was the Crunchyroll one.
Yeah.
You had a fake headline about a Crunchyroll reveal for an anime, and I knew that was fake because I paid close attention to the Crunchyroll Expo.
Man. Yeah. Well, alright, so boys and girls, here's how it works. I have 3 headlines. 2 are real headlines. One's made up by me. Gopher here has his guess which one's the fake one.
Yes, I have to guess the fake one. So what do we got here?
Alright, so first headline. Kids are battling for America's best mullet and the competition is fierce. Voting for the best Tennessee top hat ends this Friday, but honestly, they're all winners.
Tennessee top hat.
Yep.
Honestly, they're all winners. It does not sound appropriate for this, but you know, I think that could be a real one.
And well, all these could be real. Second headline: Cartoon Network announces a Kill la Kill adaptation coming fall 2023.
Now it's what?
Kill la Kill. I'm sorry, I might not be pronouncing it. I mean, the way I'm talking.
Anime manga dealio.
Yeah, so Kill la Kill adaptation. So the subheadline. Cartoon Network is adapting the anime hit show. I'm sorry, something's happening outside. Cartoon Network is adapting the hit anime show with Rebecca Sugar, creator of Steven Universe.
Huh. Okay, I'm suspicious of that one.
Yeah, why would Rebecca Sugar be doing that? They ought to get the guy who did Fritz the Cat.
Well, you know, that's actually one of the animes that's on my very giant list of anime I still need to watch.
And third headline: car thief who hid from police inside giant teddy bear learns his fate. The Greater Manchester Police noted that Joshua Dobson is now stuffed behind bars in hopes he finds the 9-month sentence bearable.
Huh. You're a Joshua.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at that. I'm going with Kill la Kill. I haven't heard anything about that. And, you know, anime.
You got it.
Yeah, there we go. Two weeks in a row you tried to get me with anime.
Damn, I gotta learn my lesson here.
Yeah. If there's one thing I know, it's anime that I've known for like only 2 years now.
Well, I believe now is where we transition to Ask Gopher.
Yeah, answering some fan questions here. Let's hear what the fans gotta ask.
This is from Kevin in Israel.
Hi, Kevin.
Dear Gopher, when I was a baby, I was circumcised, and man, that was a real bitch.
True, true.
So, his question is it possible that each human has a purpose on this earth more than they understand?
Not sure what circumcision had to do with that, but it's I guess I don't really believe in like the idea that everyone has a purpose. Everybody's put here for a reason. I think life just exists.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I could be wrong, you know? I mean, who knows? I don't know everything. I don't know the world. I don't know how the world works. I know anime. That's about it. So, yeah, you know,
I don't know.
maybe not.
There's some things you're concrete on, like you'll tell us Murder Smurf is bad.
Well, you know, I'm just speaking facts there. Speaking the truth. Yeah. So, I would say no, but again, I don't know. So it is possible. Because I don't know.
Well, Kevin, he doesn't know. So,
Yes. Also, I'm sorry about your circumcision.
yeah, we're sorry. That's awful. This is from Ellen Dover in Michigan. Dear Gopher, I'm a new fan. I'm glad that YouTube's back. I'm enjoying Stray. I love cats.
As do I.
Her question is, when are you going to organize a Connect 4 tournament for the listeners of the podcast?
Probably never. I would say is the most likely. If I ever do such a thing, it would be a Go Fish tournament. Yeah, not Connect Four. Gotta go with Go Fish there.
Oh you just like cards.
Yeah.
There's actually
Little
really
fishies.
quick before the next question on one of the games I have on my Switch. I can't remember what it's called, like the Four Kings or whatever. It's a casino game, and one of the card games on there is Go Fish.
Look at that. Maybe that's how we'll do the tournament through that game.
And let's see from Rob. So it is Robyn Robin still?
Okay, Robin, cool.
Robin Banks.
Where's Robin from?
Robin Banks from Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
Dear Gopher, I'm not very good at English, although your channel helps me a lot. I've been really enjoying it. And his question is, if you had to shave a word into the side of your head, what would you choose?
If I had to shave a word into the side of my head, well, first of all, okay, I get it's a hypothetical here, but first of all, I would never do that because.
But you have to. It says if you had to.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Mm.
I'm just saying. This hair is gonna continue growing until forever. There will be no cutting of the hair or shaving in any part.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be a wizard. Now,
like
with that out of the way.
Like a grand wizard?
Yes. Like a grand wizard, yes.
No, I was joking.
Yes. Yes, that is exactly what I want to be.
You want to lead the KKK?
Yes, with my big old wizard hair, and they got nice hats. You know, I've heard they got some pretty sturdy hats. You know, so yeah, yes. Anyway, if hypothetically I was forced to choose a word to get shaved into the side of my head, you know, maybe shaft. That's a fun word, and maybe people will just think I'm a big fan of the character. You know,
yeah,
he's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. From what I've been told,
I believe that's true.
So either shaft or something like shuppy. Shuppy's a fun word. You know, something fun, something that sounds fun. I would be the word I choose.
That's a really fun word.
Yeah.
Murder.
Yeah. Okay, not that one. I would not I would not get that one shaved into the side of my head.
Well, thanks, Robin, for the question. I hope everything's going great in Vietnam.
Yes.
Well, it's time we get to the big controversy.
Mm-hmm.
So Donald Trump's home got raided. No. I saw on Twitter there was some. Well, here's what happened. CM Punk returned, and first thing he does is call out Adam Page for a match, and then of course, anyone doesn't know, Page doesn't come out, and then Punk calls him a coward. Like,
yeah.
I'll let you talk on this. What do you think's going on here?
Okay, so there are people who think it's a work. There are people who don't think it's a work. I'm not really sure what the case is exactly. But so he comes out. He's in a feud currently with Moxley because Moxley's the interim world champion. CM Punk's the actual world champion. And they're gonna have a match to unify the titles. And like for the people who don't think it's a shoot, or the people who do think it's a shoot, they think the idea is that Punk was upset with a promo with some of the stuff that Page said in a promo months ago. He took issue with some of that, which I think like one of the things mentioned was that that Punk is like a locker room cancer or something of that nature. That was when they were feuding. That's there's apparently another thing people are saying is that it has something to do with Colt Cabana. With
Well, let's talk on the promo a little bit since do a little discussion. I don't think there's any way like a promo from a couple months ago happened and Punk's still like, man, that thing he said that long ago is got me so riled up that I have to go on television unprompted and say something. I think it's more of a something must have been said backstage very recently or to someone.
Yeah, possibly if that's the case.
And then what about Colt?
Yeah, people because Colt Cabana was taken out of the Dark Order and he was sort of moved to Ring of Honor, and a lot of people think that that's because of CM Punk because Punk wanted him out of there, but Tony wouldn't actually like he didn't want to actually fire Colt over this, over like the personal issues that those two have, so he ended up putting him on Ring of Honor, and obviously like Page has strong ties to the Dark Order, so I think that might have something to do with it. But then there are people who think that it's not real.
So really quick, let's talk Colt Cabana for a sec. When's the last time he's ever wrestled on? Like he has wrestled on Dynamite twice, maybe 3 times. Well, probably 3 times. But the guy's not an important part of the Dark Order. He's always seemed like a background character. Like if you pay attention, you'll see Colt there. Maybe Adam Page is really good friends with him, but could this be over Colt Cabana? Maybe. So what's the third thing?
Well, people think there's a possibility that it's work, and that they're like setting up for the CM Punk heel turn, because Page apparently wasn't the only one who has said stuff about Punk, like on in promos and such. Even he wasn't even the only babyface who's done it, but others have. MJF obviously had the whole like feud about Punk and how like Punk was an inspiration for him growing up, but then like him walking out of WWE, soured him on that and all that. So people think it's like all possibly to set up a Punk heel turn. Some think it's to set up another match with Page. There's a bunch of thoughts on it. I don't really know what's going on.
Well, I don't think anyone does.
Yeah, I hope that it's a work, cause like I like Punk, but it would be super fucking petty if he's coming out and because like obviously Page
it's not the most professional thing to do.
Obviously, Page isn't gonna like come out and accept an open challenge if it's not like booked into the show, right? Like he's not just gonna come out and accept a challenge because Punk decided to go to business in himself. And So calling out Paige, knowing that that's what's going to be the case, while Paige is supposed to be a big baby face, that would be petty as fuck. If that's actually, what happened. Like, if he was actually legitimately trying to do that. So,
It's weird though if it was work because Punk's going into something with Moxley, maybe Jericho too, and Page. It seems like the Bucks thing is continuing. Like I know, I actually decided like to do research and look up like what was the last thing Page did on Dynamite. And I think it was saving the Young Bucks from the 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 Undisputed Era.
yeah, yeah,
And I don't think Page ever got a rematch, so it would make sense for them to wrestle again.
yeah.
But honestly, like Page has got like no momentum behind him at all.
I think if it is a work, I think the most likely scenario is them turning Punk heel. And, like, it's more than just Paige. It's meant to be like all people who have expressed frustration with Punk, sort of all of that coming to a head. But I again I have no clue, like, if it's actually a work, if it's a shoot. I don't know.
And to talk on the shoot thing a little bit, there is a camp in AEW that is the Bullet Club. You know, Omega, the Bucks, Page, Adam Cole. They are a clique, and I know the Young Bucks haven't when they left Ring of Honor. When these people left Ring of Honor, New Japan, there's a lot of people that didn't like them. We talk about people not liking Punk. There's a lot of people that don't like them. And there was a recent tweet from, I believe, Dax Harwood. Or no, it wasn't. There was a tweet about the Young Bucks burying FTR. And Dave Meltzer chimed in saying, people are making things up. And then Dax Harwood, I don't know how to phrase this. Like he shot back at Dave's, telling him to shut up. If he's not getting both sides of the story. So there is a resentment against that group from people like Dax, FTR, and they seem to be more aligned with CM Punk. A lot of the complaints about FTR's booking is we don't ever get to see him on television, and CM Punk becomes champion. We start seeing FTR and Punk team together. It seems like they might be forming a clique, some kind of group. This might be coming from backstage drama. I think if this is a shoot, if this was a shoot, I think Tony Khan should just, Tony Khan should put his foot down and do whatever he has to do. And I think he should take advantage of this because we haven't gotten a rematch with Punk and Page, and they're both professionals. I think they should be able to work a match together, right? Because I'll say really quick, it's not like Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes' always got along, and even worse was Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, where one time Bret pulled his hair out in a fight they had backstage, and they've had matches against each other. It's not like everyone else gets along that work with each other. So do you have any comments on that?
I definitely think that if it is, excuse me, a shoot, I think that it's gonna be worked into a story, because I feel like AEW is usually really good with that, like with taking legitimate issues and helping to work something out of that, get something out of it as a story.
I think that's something that's missing out of pro wrestling too. Is like the shades of like, is this real, or do these people really hate each other?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't know what the actual case is, but I think that it's gonna be, in the end, whether it started off as that or not. I think it's gonna end up being a story. I also apparently, like, MJF's supposed to be returning soon. I don't know if that's going to be worked into this at all, but that's something I've heard. Like, is MJF is apparently set to
Yeah,
return
he'll return
soon.
and like Jeff
So,
Jarrett and Triple H will welcome, and he'll have a whole crazy WWE entrance. I'm kidding, of course.
um, yeah, at the very least, I'm interested in where it's going. Plus, they're doing the Moxley and Punk unification match next week, like
Yeah,
on Dynamite. They're not doing it at the pay per view, so like that leaves the question: what's the pay per view match gonna be? Like, what's gonna happen there for the title?
it's it's
So,
it's gonna be
well,
CM Punk versus Doctor Luther.
well, you know, you can't go spoiling everything now. You can't. Um, but yeah, so who knows? We'll find out what's going on with that situation. Uh, in relation as well to AEW, another return.
Yeah,
Kenny
Kenny's
Omega.
back. He's
Kenny Omega is
gonna.
back.
I thought I
Team.
thought we were gonna get the Hang Bucks in the tournament, but it's gonna be. I guess they're all the elite, but it's
Kenny,
gonna
yeah,
be
Kenny. Yeah, I assume there's more to that, like to the Page thing. I feel like there's gonna be some sort of like maybe like butting heads between Kenny and
that
Page in
that
the
that
future
storyline just needs to
in
end
relation to
though.
that.
I
Hmm,
I I I'm
I
sick
like
of
it.
sad Adam Page.
I think there's still some juice in it. I would enjoy it personally, but you know, difference of opinions on that. But I'm happy to see Kenny back. I'm happy about that. It's been what like 9 months, something like that. Like dude had a fucking
And
child. He went and had a
and
baby.
he's also someone I believe that hasn't gotten a rematch after losing the world title.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
was injured. He had to just fucking peace
Yep.
out immediately. So yeah.
And it's pretty
Um.
wild too because he
hmm,
was champion for almost a year.
Yeah, and he had like world titles in other companies, and yeah, it was a whole thing. So, but yeah, so Kenny's back. The Punk situation is happening. We're getting Punk and Moxley next week for the unification of the titles.
Man. Well,
Hmm.
it's we're almost at the hour marks, and this is where we usually play the see TCM's Ultimate Movie Trivia Challenge.
Yeah. So 2 weeks ago, I people were supposed to throw tomatoes at me every time I got one wrong. Last week, people were supposed to send mean tweets about me for everyone I got wrong. You and Ian
Mm-hmm.
did that. So what's my punishment this week for whatever I get wrong?
How about for everyone you get wrong, you have to give a compliment to Burger Smurf.
Oh, oh God. Oh, oh, that's a fucking rough one. Oh God.
so, there's a for people who don't know, there's 8 categories, and I'll ask a question from each category, and everyone for this week, everyone Justin gets wrong, he's got to give a compliment to the Burger Smurf.
Yeah, yeah. That's okay. Well, hopefully I have my best week
Yeah,
yet.
hopefully. Yeah. First category is directors.
Okay, what do we got here?
Looking at the thing here. Oh well, that's kind of a cool question.
Oh yeah.
Who was the first Vietnam veteran to write and direct a major studio film about the Vietnam War?
Okay. So okay. Uh, the first Vietnam
Mm-hmm.
veteran to Oliver Stone.
You got it.
Hey, look at that. Yeah, fuck you, Birdie. You suck.
Well, we're just starting. The second category is cult classics. One you usually
Oh,
do
that's
well.
yeah. I don't think I've gotten any of these wrong yet. It's like the one category I'm always right. And now that the stakes are so high as fucking complimenting Birder, hopefully I don't get it wrong here.
What action film has characters named Papa Gallo, Wex, the Humongous, and the Feral Kid?
Oh, fucking
See,
the hell's
I
this?
don't remember the 3 of them, but I remember Humongous.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it, but I think it's one that Mad Max.
Which one?
Oh fuck. Well, considering you asked which one instead of just accepting Mad Max, I would assume Mad Max 2.
The Road Warrior. Yeah, you got
Okay. Fuck you, Birder.
it. I helped him out there, ladies and gentlemen. That's
Yeah.
fine. I
Yeah.
give
I mean,
some kind of
you
hint.
do. Yeah, you do give. You are allowed to give a hint per thing.
Third category is supporting players.
Harrison Ford.
I'm looking over the questions here. I really like this film. What actor played the character who kept a picture of Alan Ladd in his high school locker room in a 1955 film?
Who? Kept a picture of who?
Alan Ladd.
Like Ellen? Like DeGeneres?
Yeah. Well, no, not Ellen. Alan.
Alan. Alan Ladd?
Yeah.
Like lad, like a fucking like a child kind of
Well,
like how the
yeah,
Scottish people.
it's Ladd.
All right, say the question again.
What actor played a character who kept a picture of Alan Ladd in his high school locker room in a 1955 film?
1955.
I think I actually seen this movie in
Oh,
theater.
oh, fuck. It's obviously not one I've seen because it's from fucking 1955. But the hell was that fucking Rebel Without a Cause?
That's the movie, yeah.
Hell yeah! Wait, what
Uh,
was I not supposed to guess the movie? What was the question?
you got the movie, but who's the actor?
Oh shit. Who the fuck was in that movie?
Um,
Rebel Without a Cause. Fuck. I don't want to have to compliment Bird or shit. Can I get a hint? I haven't got a hint yet for this one, right?
I don't know what to say as a hint. The character's gay. Well, so the fact that there's a picture of Alan Ladd in the locker suggests that the character is gay. The actor, so you're supposed to guess the actor. So,
Yeah.
um, I'm gonna look at IMDb and see what's his best known film. It might
If I recall correctly, I think this guy might have been nominated for an Oscar for this role.
maybe.
He was like, I think he was young, like he was a teenager, like an actual teenager being played by a teenager. Look at that!
Wow.
What a concept there.
So this is his best known role. He was in Exodus.
Yeah.
He was in
I think I remember who it is, but I'm trying to remember what his name is. Some fucking like Italian shit. Like a real authentic New Yorker name. Sal something.
Salvador.
Mineo? How the fuck you pronounce
You know
that?
what? It might be pronounced that. So I'll give you the. You got 3.
Look at that.
Sal.
Again?
Mino.
Fuck you, Birder.
Mino?
There we go. It's like Mineo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. There you go. Rebel Without a Cause, Birder Without a Praise so far.
Let's see. The next category is unforgettable lines. So you must not.
Okay. I usually do well in this. Now this one I just guessed the movie.
Yeah. Let's see. That's this one and this one. What war film ends with the words madness? Madness.
And just madness twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, any hints I got here?
The guy who played Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars stars in this film.
There were like 2 Obi-Wan Kenobis though, right? 2 main ones.
The first one.
Wait, no. Okay. Wait, with Ian McGregor, Ewan, but that guy was. He wasn't the first one, right?
No,
He was the other one.
Alex Genesis, or how did you say his name? I'm looking on IMDb. I got. I don't even know if I'm spelling his last name. I'm just gonna go to Star Wars.
Remember, he has the fucking he had a beard, like a white beard. Guinness, Alex Guinness, right?
That's
Alec Guinness, that guy.
But he's not the one that says the line because he's dead by the
end. But he was in the movie, so it was a war film with Alec Guinness in it.
Mm-hmm.
War film with him. Oh,
you know, it has the march. Do 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 do.
Is it fucking River Kwai? Something on the River Kwai? I don't know if Kwai is how it's pronounced, but
well, you know what? I think we'll just give this to you. The bridge on the River Kwai.
There we go. There we go.
I really enjoy that film. Hey, you got, you know, it's wonders what amazing things you can accomplish when
threatened with murder. When threatened with having to compliment murder. That's like it's like my fucking child's in danger and I gotta lift a car to get out of the way.
So yeah, all right. Yeah, you're setting aside the kayfabe, the gimmick, you don't know films. The fifth category is leading man.
Harrison Ford.
Let's see. I'm looking at this. Pretty good questions. What legendary tough guy started out as the model for Melon's baby food in a drawing by his mother?
He's a legendary tough guy, known for tough guy roles, which, I mean, Harrison Ford's known for tough guy roles. But then he started off a drawing, like not even an actual picture of him, but a drawing.
Yeah, it's a drawing by his mom.
By his mother. Melon's baby food. Melon's baby food sounds old. Sounds like a thing that's been around for a long time. Something potentially a.
So this act, I'll give you some hints.
Yeah.
This actor starred in Casablanca. He was in The African Queen, the Maltese Falcon.
Casablanca. Oh fuck. What were the other ones?
The African Queen and the Maltese Falcon. I'm probably saying that wrong. The Maltese Falcon or whatever. He was in Casablanca and the African Queen.
Yeah. Humphrey Bogart.
You got it.
There we go. Another movie I have not seen, but it's like well enough known that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I imagine we're gonna see some of that film in Unforgettable Lines category.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Yeah. All
right, so the next category is the great films.
All right. Okay. Cool. So far, no compliments to Birder. Then I'm gonna get to the fucking one where it's like, all right, name the choreographer of the fucking the dance from this 1962 fucking horror movie.
Alright, so the great films. What comedy's success triggered a national drop in underskirt sales?
In underskirt sales?
Yeah.
A national drop.
Yeah.
So like the sales started doing worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can I get a hint?
The film that caused, like, the actor that caused the sales to drop. The actor was starting Gone with the Wind.
Oh, this is gonna be a problem here. This is gonna be a fucking Birder compliment, isn't it? There was a specific actor who did a thing in the movie that caused. The man from Dream City. That's a comedy.
When Clark when Clark Gable removed his shirt to reveal a bare chest, and it happened one night, 1934, undershirt sales plummeted.
Ah, damn, I have to compliment Burger once now. Boo. Oh, God.
One time.
Oh.
You could say, man, it was cool that, or great job winning the fantasy football there, Burger Smooth.
But it wasn't a great job.
Oh, yeah, it was a great job, alright. Inside job.
Yeah.
Let's see.
How many
Next
more do we got
category,
left?
behind the scenes.
Okay, this one I usually do bad on. This might be a second compliment for Burger coming here.
Oh, man. Alright, so what iconic slasher film's musical theme was created by the composer's running of a recording of himself saying parts of two words through an echo reverberation machine?
There's so much happening there. So it's a classic slasher film though, an iconic slasher film.
Alright, so two words.
The film's name is two words. Is that what you're?
No. So the theme is just two words.
It's two, like two words being said through a thingy.
All right. Have you watched? Like, I can do it for you. Have you watched many of these '80s horror films?
Not usually, not many, but I mean, I might
All
know
right, so
of it.
it's
Oh, that sounds very fucking familiar. Jesus.
it's a yeah, it's a.
Oh fuck! What
That's
that? I've definitely heard it. I've definitely.
Very famous.
Is
film.
it Friday the 13th?
You got it.
Yeah, 'cause I think it was in one of the remakes as well.
I'll read the answer. Harry Manfredini used the ka from kill and the ma from mommy to create the theme from Friday the 13th and its many sequels. So it's I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Last category is leading ladies.
Okay, this one I'm usually a mixed bag on. Also, Harrison Ford.
Oh man. What legendary leading lady, born Lucille Lee Shore, was given her screen name by the winner of a movie magazine contest? Lucille Lee Simmer, Lesueur.
Elias. Oh, so like that sounds like French. Like very. Okay,
I can give you a hint.
Oh yeah, give me a hint.
I don't know if you ever seen Mommy Dearest.
Joan Crawford.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I've like my mom's talked about that a lot with me. Hell yeah.
One compliment to Birder.
Yeah. That was a tie. That was a tie for my best performance. The only time I've gotten 7 again.
Yeah, wow. You know, it's amazing what you can accomplish when you have to compliment Birder Smurf.
Yeah, so I have to compliment Birder Smurf one time. One comment. And it's going to be the most backhanded comment I could possibly think of.
So, I'm Joshua Hadley. I'm very active on Twitter. You can find me at Josh J. Hadley. If you want to look at the chess videos I'm uploading, just look up Josh Hadley Chess or Josh Hadley Man vs. Machine. You'll find it. And if you're listening to this, you're probably listening to this on YouTube. I'll put the links on Spotify, but I'll just tell them about your channel before we sign off. Gopher.
Yes, hi, I'm Gopher. I have a channel that you're probably listening to this on. We do video game stuff, and occasionally not video game stuff, but usually video game stuff.
And
Gopher and Tuck.
You know, I haven't even checked. Is there a link to like your Discord on there?
Yeah, the description for all the videos have links to Discord, Patreon, our merch store, all the different things, Twitter account, all that.
Yeah. You guys ought to join the Discord because you not only is there notifications for when the podcast gets uploaded, but like whenever there's a live stream, you get tagged.
Yeah.
And for the videos, they they get posted onto
Yeah.
there.
The videos don't do a tag, but every time we go
Yeah,
live
yeah.
on Twitch, there's an @everyone tag because that's not
Yeah.
as frequent. I don't want people getting tagged @everyone twice a day for the uploads.
I like the tag for the streams, because it's a lot more urgent.
Yeah, because it's there, like it's happening in real time. It's not something you could just watch. I mean, you could, but a lot of the streams end up getting erased automatically after like a month. So yeah, so you can join the Discord and come hang out and also buy merch and become a patron and all that such.
Yeah.
All those great
Oh
things.
yeah, like we said before, we're getting Rob Chapman, our friend. He's has a new album coming out. He just announced. Well, announcing a release date, so by the time this gets uploaded, we'll have a date confirmed. We're gonna
Yes.
have him on the podcast to talk about his new album. Either he's made or he's finishing up.
Yeah, depending on when
we're really excited about that.
depending on when we get him here. And there's somebody else who we might get. Another one that might be happening.
We're always gonna have guests.
Yes.
There's gonna be more people. We'll kidnap people to
Yes.
get them on this podcast.
Yes, yes.
Well, everyone, thanks for listening, and be sure to tune in next week.
Yes, goodbye.